A few young guys, so we're still hoping those guys, keep catching up fast. That's part of the journey. But I've been pretty pleased with some guys. I think we're growing. I don't know if there is a point. I probably know more here in the next, that second here in 2 weeks. I'll probably know a lot more of where we need to be. But I think we're working pretty good. So again, we're going there and correct our mistakes. It's still early in summer and get better.
Talking about some of those young guys stepping up, looking at your two-deep offensive line today, pretty much you were running 6 freshmen or redshirt freshmen in that two-deep.
That's right. It was a freshman. We're gonna play a lot of freshmen this year. That's just the reality of it. So we'll play a lot of them, and then those guys will grow up. And that's the beautiful thing about freshmen is they grow and they become sophomores. But we'll definitely. I'm pleased with those guys. I think it's an athletic group.
It's not necessarily because you need to, right? It's more or less planning for the getting them seasoned a little bit.
I think it probably is a little bit of need because you're gonna have to have more than you're gonna have to have some depth on the O-line. O-line, D-line, you're gonna have to have some depth. Yeah. That's just the reality of it. So it probably is a little bit more need-based. Yeah.
What's impressed you about T-Rod Daniels?
Just great vision. I think he's a playmaker. He's been impressive. He really has been. So we hope T just keeps growing and keeps getting better every week. But he's kind of that work done type back. So it's good to have him in the fold.
Stagger's taking this camp pretty good.
He is. Tim, I think he's had a real good camp. I think Staggs has been real crisp in his routes. That's one thing that I've liked. I think he's really worked on polishing some things. So I've been pleased with him. He's a guy we haven't really talked about a lot because everybody said on Stagg immediately. I've really seen an improvement a lot in his route running so far this summer.
Last year, heck of a year, but had those really 2 big games, and then the rest of it, I don't think he had 100 yards. Is there consistency?
I don't know. But
yeah,
I think he's, as a coach, you just look for the little things. I think that's one thing Zay has paid attention to this summer. I think he's really working on fine points of receiver play, and so I think he's done real good.
Coach, y'all get some cross training at linebacker?
Yeah, well, we are. That's again. I think we're athletic there. We're getting Rakeem. He's a youngster that's doing really good. We got Roughback and the Sangster, and of course, we got Evan and TJ. Some of those guys that haven't played a lot, but we're getting them in the fold. So I think we've got some good depth. It's like a couple positions. We got some good depth. We're just young.
How did you feel about how your defense played today?
I thought I think it's been a back and forth camp. The offense win the defense. I thought probably today, defense played was maybe a hair better, but it was I thought they played pretty well. Again, we'll go back on film, Jason. Big thing I want to make sure is their assignments and all that stuff is at a high percentage. But I thought they played pretty well, today. I had to give the advantage to them a little bit.
Walking off the field, is there any 1 or 2 things that's just kind of on your mind after the way things went?
We just got to continue to me, summer camp's that journey. It's just getting better every day. It's someone on the one-out record, but that's it. You just want to go in there and watch that film and see those guys making improvement steps, and you're building in the right direction. So again, I'm anxious to get in there and watch the scrimmage and see how they did.